John Airy here with Articulation Times, your source for action figure news, with a figure review for you today of the ODST from McFarlane Toys' anniversary series of Halo toys. Let's open them up. Okay, so we got them out of the package. First thoughts, really nice sculpting, and the articulation's kind of interesting. Let's start first with the articulation. Okay, so on the head here, we have a little bit of rotation, but not much. There's some sort of roadblock here within the figure's neck that really prevents it from moving it too much, which is kind of annoying. The shoulder articulation is really interesting. It's built on a swivel here, and you can swivel up and down. Then it has a ball and socket with a hinge, so you can really get that shoulder in just about any position you need. The articulation is also kind of covered up here by the plastic molding, which looks really nice here. It just gives it a really nice texture and a little bit of depth. And you add the paint application on with that, and it just looks really nice. It looks really clean, and I don't know, it's kind of nuanced, and you can really look at it for a while and study it, and it's just interesting. Moving on to the elbow, we have a simple hinge joint, then simple rotation here on the hands, but be careful on those hands. You rotate them too much and they'll start coming out of the socket, so be a little bit careful with the hands. Moving down into the waist, we get into that roadblock problem again, where you can't really get it too much movement on it, which is okay because we have all this really nice texture and molding and sculpting around here in the midsection, where it's just really nice to look at. It feels interesting. There's just lots happening here. The paint application again is really good. He has all these like little grenades and little pouches to put stuff. So it's a really interesting figure to look at. Just don't expect too much out of the central articulation. Moving down into the pelvis here, we have the swivel here on the upper leg, and then another swivel on the upper leg with a hinge on the knee with a ball and socket. So the lower body has a ton of posability here and a lot of movement, which is really nice. Then we have the ankle finally with a hinge, which seems like on this foot it's not really moving around too well. And then we have a ball and socket here to move it around, but it's hindered again by this sculpted shin guard thing. Again, not a huge deal. It's kind of like every time it runs into a bad articulation, they make up for it with really nice sculpting. So I'm not really too upset about it. It's a 5-inch figure, and with those smaller figures, to get this kind of detail and this kind of paint application is really fantastic. So the articulation isn't as great as maybe I would like in some places, but again, it makes up for it with better articulation in other places and a really, really great mold here of the ODST soldier. The only accessory he comes with is this little rifle here. The rifle fits real nice into his hand, so he looks real cool, just holding his gun like so. It also has a peg where you can place it onto his back, and he can run around with his rifle on his back, which is nice. With the Halo line, you usually get more accessories than you do here, so that's a little bit disappointing. But otherwise, this figure has definitely gone beyond my expectations. I really like them. I think any Halo fan should definitely pick these up. It really holds up as far as the articulation, and especially the sculpting and paint applications. It definitely holds up there. So that's my review of the ODST Soldier from McFarlane Toys' Anniversary Halo series. What are yours? You can send me your comments, contact@articulationtimes.com. That's the email address. Leave me a message on the Facebook or Twitter account, or you can leave a message on the YouTube channel. For Articulation Times, I'm John Airy. Keep collecting.